Winning Women Last by Lucy Janton. This is Lucy Janton with the PBMS Skyhawk News, and this month is Women's History Month, but not everyone knows how this month came about. The first International Women's Day was celebrated more than 100 years ago. It happened on March 19th, 1911. When the Depression hit, it made it working for women even harder. According to Newsella, it was called the Education Task Force of the Sonoma Country Commissions on the Status of Women. The group began a Women's History Week celebration. They chose the week that already included International Women's Day. This day was now celebrated on March 8th in 1987. The National Women's History Project asked Congress for more time. Congress expanded the week to Women's History Month. Each year, the U.S. President issued a declaration of March as Women's History Month. In conclusion, women have had a huge impact on this world, and they are always improving everything and helping us improve. This was Lucy Jan with the PBMS Skyhawk News. Woman Willingly Love by Lucy Janton. Susan B. Anthony was born February 15, 1820. She grew up in Adams, Massachusetts, exactly where she was born as well. Susan's parents were Lucy Reed Anthony and Daniel Anthony. She also has 7 siblings: Daniel Reed Anthony, Mary Stratford Anthony, Merritt Anthony, Hannah Anthony, Goldman Anthony McLean, and Eliza Teft Anthony. Her dad was a farmer, and then later in life, he was a cotton mill owner. Her mother's family fought in the American Revolution. She was the second sibling out of all 7. After they moved to New York, one of the teachers had refused to let teach Susan B. mathematics. Following that, her father had pulled her out of school and set up a border school near Philadelphia in New Rochelle, New York, 1839. She took a spot in a Quaker seminary. When Susan B. Anthony was just 17, she started college. She started collecting anti-slavery petitions. She got a job at 26, and it was the position of head at the girls' department of Canora Academy. Some of the achievements she had made is she spent her life dedicated to fighting for women's rights. She voted and was arrested in 1872 and brought national attention to the women's suffrage. She made multiple campaigns for women's rights. She worked so hard that shortly after she died, they created the 19th Amendment in her honor. And she helped brought about the 13th Amendment about abolishing slavery. This was Lucy Janton with the PBMS Skyhawk News. Go Skyhawks! Alright, I gotta hold that because I can't read that from back here. My name is Lucy Janton. I'm from PBMS Skyhawk News, and today I'm interviewing
Raimi Crystal Wilson.
Oh yeah, Miss Wilson is the best secretary ever. Hey, anyways, for today's Women's History Month questions, I have: what is the best part of being a part of womanhood to you?
So the best part of being womanhood to me is being a caregiver. I love to nurture. I love to serve. So being able to be a mom at home and then a mom to my school babies, that is the best part of womanhood to me. Okay. Yes.
How did you grow up and make the transition from being like a girl into like a woman and making all of those new choices when you became like an adult?
So a lot of my choices stem from my upbringing in my childhood. Growing up, my parents instilled values and things in me. So as I moved on to adulthood, I followed those choices. The transition for me becoming a woman is when I became a mom. That was a big transition because I had another life to care for. And Grant Lee Wilson made me a mom. So that changed me. That's when I really felt I transitioned from being a young girl to a woman at 24.
Yeah. Shout out to Grant. If Grant ever watches this.
Yes.
Who is a role model in your life that is a woman?
A role model in my life that is a woman, someone that I aspire to be. Her name, she goes by Miss Bling, actually. She is an entrepreneur. She is a mom. She is well established. I just follow like her business strategies, her platform, as well as her mentorship has really helped me personally and in my professional life. So she is someone that I inspire. Young girls, y'all should check her out. Her name is Miss Bling.
Do you know about her, or is it just somebody you found on the internet?
No, she is someone that I actually met through social media, and I just started just following her business plans and just things that her values and things. We shared um, some of the same values and just ambitions and things like that. So I followed her. But if it's gonna be someone that I can tangibly touch, a role model, it would be my my sister. She's strong. She's younger than me, but she's very strong, and her ambitions, and so that way, if it's somebody that I can touch, it would be my sister.
What do you think about Women's History Month?
So, Women's History Month to me is a very special time because it highlights just all the special things that women do. And for me, it helps me to reflect and say, look at how far I've come as from a young girl to a woman, and then things that I still would like to do. So, during this time, I actually take on a few more girls than I normally would for my mentorship, just to kind of spread the love just like a little bit more during this month. So I do a little extra during this month for women and young girls.
That's good.
Yes.
That's all for the interview I have today. Thank you, Miss Wilson.
You're welcome, Lucy.
And this is Lucy Jan with the PBMS Skyhawk News. Go Skyhawks.
Go Skyhawks. Yay!